Damn, they got two today for this hearing? Sheesh.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Soso Antonio Cadrillo, 10904.
Thank you. Ms. Gahn?
Brooke Gahn on behalf of the state.
Thank you. We are here today on 4 different cases. The first is a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of child sex trafficking, which is a Class C felony. I will find probable cause, and I will appoint you an attorney. I'm setting a status conference on January 30th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. Ms. Gahn, I did receive the state's recommendation. Did you want to supplement that at all?
No, Your Honor. We believe that Mr. Carrillo is non-bondable as he was on felony release at the time of these alleged offenses.
Thank you, Ms. Gahn. I will also be setting an evidentiary hearing on January 31st at 1:30 p.m. Because you were on felony release when these new allegations allegedly occurred, I do have to hold you non-bondable by statute. So at that evidentiary hearing, your attorney can argue for your release if that is appropriate.
Is it possible I could get a bond?
That's going to be up to your next judge. I can't say if it's possible or not. That's up to them.
Yeah.
Okay? So we are also here today on other warrants. We have a Superior Court grand jury warrant where you were indicted on 1 count of burglary in the first degree, Class 2 felony, 1 count of kidnapping, Class 2 felony, 1 count of kidnapping, apprehension of injury, Class 2 felony, 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, Class 3 felony, 2 counts of custodial interference. They're listed as a Class 3 and a Class 6 felony, and then endangerment, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I'll appoint you an attorney in that case as well, set an arraignment hearing in the downtown Superior Court on January 31st at 8:30, and I will affirm the bond in the warrant. That's a grand jury bond in the amount of $25,000 secured with pretrial services, supervision, and electronic monitoring. We're also here today on another grand jury warrant. You were indicted on 1 count of prohibited weapon manufacturing, possessing, or selling, Class 4 felony, carrying a deadly weapon, failing to admit, Class 1 misdemeanor. I'll appoint you an attorney in that case as well, set the same arraignment hearing on January 31st, and I will affirm the bond in the amount of $5,000 secured on that case as well. And then finally, a failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving unlawful flight from law enforcement. I will affirm the attorney that was previously appointed to represent you in that case, set a status conference on February 3rd at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court, and I will affirm the bond of $5,000 secured in that case. So you have bonds on your 3 warrant cases, but don't post those yet because you're being held non-bondable on the new case.
On the paper I've seen out there, that bond said it was $1,000.
Which bond?
The unlawful flight bench warrant.
In your dreams, Pedro.
It said $1,000. When I seen the paper.
You are correct. I mistyped that. Give me 1 second. Either way, though, don't post that because you're being held non-bondable.
You ain't going anywhere.
Okay, but I will modify that. That'll be a $1,000 bond.
Okay. And if I were to get a bond for the other one, that they would let me know on my next court date?
So what I would suggest doing, because you're being held non-bondable on your new case, whether you